Welcome to Fast Effect Double Speed Magic the Gathering. Here we have, I believe, the round of 4 in our ELD Legacy Open from the beginning of the year. Death versus Alex on 4-color control and a Thoughtseize leading out, seeing a varied hand. So strong. And in a variety of decks, really. One way to think about it is if you were going to be pondering trying to find an ideal creature, like the perfect creature for that situation on that turn, you're actually just better off Green Sun Zenithing for it and actually hitting it every single time. It fixes your mana a little bit, and if you've got things, Leovold, Excavator, here on that first turn, the ramp is tremendous. See, I believe that's an Abundant Harvest and a Green Sun Zenith left. But yeah, Green Sun for Dryad Arbor, just a staple of elves and so many other decks. The ability to accelerate your game plan, and then if you have a Zenith later in the game, being able to use it to tutor up just an absolute perfect creature for the situation. Here we see a map Excavator, Crucible of Worlds on a stick. Of course, you can Zenith for that as well, or you can just draw it naturally. This mana base very resilient. We've got a fetch land in there that can be played. +1 card advantage each turn. And we got Dark Ritual. Could be bad for Alex. Doesn't have any type of counter spell. To Ill-Gotten Gains. That surprises me. So Ill-Gotten Gains is actually going to reload Alex's hand. See if Dan has the goods. A couple Thoughtseizes. Go with a Ritual. So he'll be able to Ritual, Thoughtseize, and Infernal. This is not looking great. Alex's hand is stronger than it was before this Ill-Gotten Gains. Does get this Demonic Tutor effect for next turn, but no hand. Looking at their single card. It's not like he's got an ad nauseum style effect that can just win the game spot. Death is a whole bunch of 2-card combos. Either going to be Dark Depths, what the acronym stands for. Tendrils Helm. TH. Dark Depths is the D. What is it? Let me know in the comments. I'm sure somebody watching the video here is a fan of the deck. D. Leovold. Oh, Echo, maybe? Does this run Echo? That might be it. It might be the builds that run Echo. Along with the 4 Lion's Eye Diamonds. It's a wild deck. No, because it's Painter Grindstone too. Much to muse on here. We've just got Leovold and friends doing 6 damage a turn. It's going to be over pretty quick. All likelihood. Karn get cleared here. That is going to Death is kind of a descendant of their deck Iggy Pop. Pretty much based around Leyline of the Void plus Ill-Gotten Gains. Just jamming turn 1 Ill-Gotten Gains as fast as possible. And if you have a Leyline out, your opponent just completely loses their hand on the first turn. Turn 1 Mind Twist. They discard their hand and then bring back 3 cards from their graveyard. But turns out those cards were exiled, so they're not getting anything. They're in the graveyard. Filthy. Thoughtseize out again. Same as last game, we've got a Green Sun Zenith. For Dryad Arbor, giving Alex bit of a ramping effect. We see a Dark Depths. And a defense grid. Urborg and the new Reborg, Yavimaya, both really strong with Dark Depths, allowing it to tap for mana. Some kind of underwhelming cards here for Alex. He's got a couple Ice Fang Codals, Excavator, and a Brainstorm. And now no Brainstorm, so just some Ice Fangs, which will allow him to cantrip a little bit. Now, those are not the worst thing in the world, especially if they help him hit a land drop. They can block a Merit Lage if it gets to that point. Oh, and this is an excellent draw here. Pairs perfectly with this Ramunap Excavator. Alex is going to make a land drop every turn moving forward thanks to the Excavator. Very, very good draw. So much better than just drawing a duel. Fetches are actually just better than duel. It's crazy how strong they are. Oh, and Wasteland. So now we have a Crucible strip lock, so to speak. It's a little downgraded, a little more vulnerable because the Excavator can be handled potentially a little more easily than Crucible. And Wasteland, of course, can't hit these basic lands, but this is graphic. We've got an Uro being brought out via Green Sun Zenith, allowing for yet another land drop, and that Uro can potentially come back, start to mop things up. Got a Painter. Oh, and Force of Vigor. What a blowout play to seal the match. Alex destroying both permanents there. Absolutely graphic as Alex takes this one down, moves on to the finals.